5 Admonishments from the Guru to the Lazy Disciples, by Krishna's Mercy. Yat karoshi yad ashnasi, yad juhoshi dadasi yat tapasyasi konte, tat krushva mad arpanam. Quote, O son of Kunti, all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities that you may perform, should be done as an offering unto me. Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita 9:27. In the following hypothetical situation, we have a visiting representative of the timeless tradition known as Sanatana Dharma. They are officially recognized for this position, be it as a sannyasi, an approved spiritual master, or just a notable personality known for their excellent public discourses. This representative is a little frustrated, though, due in large part to the steady flow of questions having little to no practical value. The patience of this representative is starting to run thin, though they are otherwise known for their forgiving and tolerant nature. Shamo damas tapah shaucham, kshantir arjavam evacha, jnanam vijnanam astikyam, brahma karma swabhavajam. Quote, peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, wisdom, knowledge, and religiousness. These are the qualities by which the Brahmanas work. Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita 1842. As a sampling, the Guru fields repeated inquiries into the origin of the jiva. Did the living entity fall from grace due to an accident, like mustard seeds dropped on a sword? Or is there a specific moment in which the turn was made away from the Supreme Lord? Can anyone really fall from the Vaikuntha realm? If not, why is there all this talk about going back to Godhead? How can the jiva return to a place from which no one ever falls? Quote, the child cries to have the moon from the mother, and the mother gives the child a mirror to satisfy the crying and disturbing child with the reflection of the moon. Similarly, the crying child of the Lord is given over to the reflection, the material world, to lord it over as karmi, and to give this up in frustration to become one with the Lord. Both these stages are dreaming illusions only. There is no necessity of tracing out the history of when the living entity desired this, but the fact is that as soon as he desired it, he was put under the control of Atma Maya by the direction of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada, Srimad Bhagavatam 291 Purport. The spiritual master is patient at first. They appreciate the inquisitiveness. They are more than happy to weigh in on the hot-button issues of the day, such as what kind of clothes should be worn in public, which book should be read first, what kind of people are eligible to be elected to the post of guru, and how to change the demographics of the attendees to the public functions held at the temple to create a more diverse crowd. But at some point, the guru loses their patience. They notice the general dilapidated condition of the local program. If compared to a house, this local community would require some tender love and care. It is ironic considering that the members are quite well off. They are doing well for themselves, financially speaking, and yet, like the worst kind of crows, they are more interested in rummaging through garbage than associating with pure transcendence that is Hari and topics relating to him. They simply want to argue this point and that, to highlight the flaws in others. Kridanti rajhansen padmashandeshu nityada. Hansi satrin shandastham katham pashyeta madgukam. Quote, how can that female swan, who is accustomed to sporting with the king of swans amidst lotus flowers, ever cast her eyes on a water crow that stays amidst bunches of grass? Sita Devi speaking to Ravan, Valmiki Ramayana, Aranya Kand 56:20. When asked the same question, more or less for the 5th time, the visiting spiritual leader finally loses it. They break character, if only slightly. Instead of criticizing the assembly directly, they decide to pose some rhetorical questions. These questions fired back do not necessarily require a response, as the criticism is within the words themselves. 1. Can you at least show up to a program?
All right, so before I chime in again on the fall of the Jiva issue, for the 100th time, can I ask one question? Can you people at least show up to a program? I mean, when not I am around. I get it that you are only here because you feel you have to be. Please attend outside of special occasion. Any program, I am not particular. Take any of the important books and make that your focus. Bhagavad-gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. The Krishna book from His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Start one of these programs on your own or join an existing one. After something real has been established, come back to me with your questions.
2. Can you at least begin the program on time?
Okay, so you want to know how to grow the mission. You are interested in learning how to attract more followers. Before that, how about you show up to the program on time? I know that is asking a lot from you people, but I figure if you have any respect for me, you would abide by stated parameters, adhering to posted placards and signs displayed in public. If you constantly show up late, you are essentially cheating others. You are being dishonest. If you are dishonest, then how can you expect to attract people to your group?
3. Can you at least end the program on time?
While I would love to talk endlessly on whether females are eligible to become spiritual leaders, can you do me a favor first? Can you end your programs on time? I know that is asking a lot, considering that you don't even start at the same time every week. But take that step at least. It is this great austerity for you. I am well aware. Just do it for me. Maintain some steadiness in the program. No more of this from 5 p.m. onwards nonsense. What does that even mean? The festivities will continue into infinity? No one has to go to school or work the next morning? Please, for the love of the Supreme Lord, cut off the program at a reasonable and stated time. And at that same time consistently, and then get back to me with your questions.
4. Can you at least share your realizations?
You people are complaining about what this person said. You take issue with what was posted by this other person. That is fine, but can you at least share some of your realizations? Don't be intimidated. I am not asking for it right now. After I have left, when I am long and far away, can you join with others and discuss what you have learned? You can cover literally any topic. Reincarnation. The 3 modes of nature. The beauty of Vrindavan. You can even argue which one of Krishna's pastimes within his divine Leela is most blissful. The discussion is unlimited in this way, but it has to exist. You have to start. Make it exist for the love of God.
5. Can you do all of this on a regular basis?
Before criticizing others, before worrying about institutional reputation, before lamenting the diminishing influence of the congregation, can you at least get something started? Do something for the Supreme Lord. Do it on a regular basis. Follow the recommendation from Bhagavad-gita given to Arjuna. Make everything an offering. If you can't do everything, then at least do something. Build some steadiness. Create momentum. Then maybe your questions to me won't be so ridiculous. You won't be wasting yours and everyone else's time. Thank you.
In closing, my mind into circles to send, in endless argument to spend. On this particular issue dwelling, offended over what someone telling. How about first along with your buddy, joining together and study? Bhagavad-gita, Bhagavatam, or Ramayana too. Build moment in devotion through.